Hearts. You mentioned that.
Sorry?
They got a wee bit of potential, a wee bit of luck with McGregor, didn't we?
Oh, definitely. Listen, we've got to be truthful here, by the way. If that's the other way about and we're getting in goal there, we're shooting for a penalty kick. We're shooting for a penalty. But what I will say is, once he did give the decision, he made sure by he was putting the boot right in us after that, because we get nothing else after that. Not a thing. Not a thing.
Hold on to your hats, everybody. Hold on to your hats. We've been joined by my good friend, Robert Weatherall.
Oh. Evening, Oaks. Evening, Bridgeman, Linda. Evening, George. Good to have you back on, my friend. Good to hear your dulcet tones. Brilliant, George.
Evening, Robert.
Evening, Linda. Hello, Linda. And Liz.
Evening, Robert.
Everybody out my work in the morning.
Alex.
Robert.
Anyway, listen, I'm kind of taking a different spin here, because we're all disappointed as Bears. We're all disappointed with the performance. Not so much the result, because, guys, remember, we had 6 players missing last night. That's not an excuse. With our midfield, the midfield was shocking, and we had all our midfield players missing. So, see the way I look at it, see if Rangers finish the end of the season, and Rangers are on 90 points, and that lot in the East End are on 89. That point at Aberdeen wins us the league. That's the way I'm trying to put the spin on it. And I'm disappointed as well last night. The performance was absolutely shocking. Midfield was nowhere. But come on, guys, let's get behind us, and let's move on to the next game, cup game on Friday, and then we've got Livingston at Ibrox. So we're all disappointed. But you know what? Let's move on. And of course, Clancy was shocking last night. Of course, he was shocking. But do we expect anything different? We've had this for years and years, referee decisions and all that, and other teams shouting and getting the referees have to go to tribunals and all that garbage. We've had all that nonsense. We have to do on the park. That's what it's all about. Forget about all this nonsense. They're all against us. We know they're all against us. Stay on the park, Rangers. And don't get me wrong, if we had Stephen Davis last night, if we had Joe Aribo last night, Scotty Arfield and Vic Lander, do you honestly think we'd have drew one each for them? I don't think so. I think we'd have won last night. But we had a lot of players missing.
Robert, don't mention Lander when Lizzie's on.
I'm looking for a phone number here.
Please. Robert,
listen, stop it.
169 notice.
Right.
It's the first part I need.
One at a time. I'll let Andy for Leeds answer that. Andrew?
What am I answering?
Robert Weatherall. I'll say again, Robert Weatherall, the voice of reason.
Oh, no, not at all. Totally disagree. Where's the 6 players missing? We missed 1 player last night. The other 5 we're talking about have not played under Gio at the moment. They've all been long-term injuries in his time. So we only had 1 player out of that team, and that was Aribo. Davis and all that. No, wait a minute, Robert. Davis and all them have not been playing under Gio. We missed 1 player who's played in the last games.
But when Stephen Davis was playing, he was outstanding. We're all coming on here saying he was a wee Rolls Royce, and Sir Stephen Davis, and he was outstanding. And Kmart Roof, I'm not a big fan of Kmart Roof, but his goal ratio is really good. And Vic Lander, we all keep saying he's the best defender we've got. So I don't understand where you're coming from there.
What I'm saying, Robert, is none of them players have played under Gio. They're either injured or, apart from, I think Davis might have had an odd game. But the team that
played.
Well, one at a time.
But the team that turned out there last night missed 1 man, and that was Aribo. So we're saying now that we totally just rely on the 1 man. No, it was attitude there. It doesn't matter what the ref was or what he was. He wasn't savvy enough or hard enough or brave enough to go and get their 3 points last night. And that's the top and bottom of that game last night.
We just didn't play well enough.
Exactly. Andy, here's a question for you. So see if your favourite player, Ryan Jack, who we all love, see if Ryan Jack's fully fit and playing that game last night, do you not think that made a difference?
No. not the way they played last night. I don't think Ryan Jack. They were terrible. They were honking. None of them were up for it. That was the problem.
We wouldn't have played that way if Frank Jack and Stephen Davis and
you can't say that.
But you can't say we wouldn't have played better. We were missing six players.
Children. I know. That step over there, and you silver
smack your leg.
Right. Okay.
Oh, can I just come in there again? If it's all right.
Well, man, I wait to sort these two kids out, right?
No bother, you get no supper.
Right, okay. And you come, Liz.
Oh, me?
Yes, you were right to come in.
Oh, sorry. I just didn't think we played well enough last night at all. But Hollander will be back. Don't you worry. Well said, Robert. But last night on the TV, they were saying that they had two players missing, and they were back in training, and that was Balogun was back in the bench, and Jack. And I was ready to throw my slipper because they never said Hollander, and then Gordon Smith said Hollander is back in training. So we'll win. We'll be back to our winning ways on Friday. Let's have faith in our team.
Here. And you come, Billy boy.
I just to touch on what I said at the start of the evening panel. It's we know what this fixture's all about. Rangers Aberdeen. We know what it's been about for years. And in these games, we need to win personal battles, and we did. That's how we didn't play football, because they were breaking the game up. We weren't winning our personal battles, individual battles all over the park. So when you don't win them, then everything breaks down and you can't play football, because they've won the battles to break the game down, and then when they break the game down, we can't get the football going. And that's where we fell, in my opinion. That's where we fell short last night. We should have won our personal battles first, guys.
I don't know if we're that type of team, mate. We win our battles. They'll go to Linda with us. We win our battles. We run the legs off them. We moving the ball and passing round teams. We don't. Traditional somebody 50-50 winning battles, putting a marker in. I don't know if we're that type of team, Linda.
I would agree, Ox. We're more of a passing team, and we keep possession. That was the most disappointing thing for me last night, was that we didn't take care of the ball when we had it. We gave the ball away. We could hardly string a few passes together at a time. Yeah. So that was a big influence in the game. But I don't think we are the sort of team that will put a marker down. I don't know whether we still need that type of player. I know that's up for debate, but we never got our passing game going, and we never had anybody in the midfield who could take the ball up the park. And as I say, to get up the park.
Kamara didn't have a good game, Linda, but he's playing with a new partner. His body's not there. I know it's only a couple of changes, but he's played regularly with Jack. He's played regularly with Davis. He's played regularly with Arfield. He's played regularly with Aribo. You know, he all of a sudden Hadji in a sort of different role for him. The boy Sands is new to it. So it was pretty much a new midfield last night, and it didn't work. It didn't keep the ball, and we all seen it.
Yeah, and the thing is, Ox, as well, although, as you say, you can't play really well in every game, and I know it was a terrible performance, but as I said when I first came on the show, if we had just gone out in the first 10 or 15 minutes in the game and just raised it the way that we kind of finished the first half and got that second goal, we would have had that cushion, we'd have came back down the road, wouldn't have been that happy with the performance, but we'd have got the 3 points. Because see, really last night, that's all that was about for me. We needed, if we could have got the 3 points, we'd have been like, we're back down the road and let's just look forward to Friday.
I'll go in the panel. Just before they scored, I thought Aberdeen had run out of legs. I did that. I thought they didn't look like scoring, and they were going sideways, and they weren't hurting us at all. Got a corner and got the penalty for it, which can happen to any team. But if we'd have got a 1-0 with the same performance, delighted, yes or no? Alex, we wish you.
Definitely.
Andy?
It's all about the points.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt, you know. It's about coming along with three.
Robert?
Yes.
Liz?
Definitely.
George?
Yes.
Billy?
All day long.
Yep. Bridgeman?
100%, yep.
Linda?
Delighted, yes.
See, it's not about the performances then, it's only about points. Right, okay.
Points make prizes.
Correct, George,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, correct. I don't disagree. I think we'd have been in a different mood and it wouldn't have ruined your working day today if we'd stumbled on the line 1-0. But it's how we react, Alex. For sure. I keep saying that, but it's how we react.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Friday now. Still an Albion in the Cup, and then you have the 2 league games. And it's how you react. 100% Hawks here. And we've got to now, because we know they're breathing down our necks. And if we perform and we play, we'll be all right.
Liz, do you think there's any chance Hollander might be back on the bench on Friday evening?
Well, you can only but hope. But I just want our team to go and win every game. I can't, it's not going to happen, but I've just got faith. I just say it's going to happen because I think if they perform really, really well on Friday, then it'll be going on to the league games. I think we'll do well. I think Celtic will slip up more than we will.
She's a wise woman, Robert Wetherell.
Yeah, listen, I'll phone you back tomorrow night. I'm going to be an interesting team to play for Friday night because I've come in at the end there. But you know what? I've listened to all my fellow Bears and Bearettes talking the last 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Yes, we'd all like a wee Stuart McCall, an Ian Ferguson or John Brown in the team or a Davy Robertson. But see if they players were playing nowadays, this modern football, they get sent off every week. Every game they get sent off. And it's all right saying we need that player in the midfield and put his feet in, but it's Rangers Football Club. Look what happened to Ryan Jack when he came to get sent off a few times. And that's what would happen with Rangers. Other teams get away with it, but see if we brought the kind of our players in, their hurlocks and all that, they wouldn't last 2 minutes on the pitch in Scottish football. That's the way modern football, and it's not the way I want to see football going, but that's the way it's went.
Okay, mate, okay. All right. Listen, okay.
Chair.
Yes, mate.
Can I say something, mate?
Yes, George.
See, we're all wanting the quality midfielder, the box-to-box midfielder.
Aye.
See if any players we were looking at, right, happened to be watching that game last night. Seem to be too keen coming up here.
George, if Sky TV came in for you, would you move?
You bet you're damn tooting a bit.
Exactly. Yeah, you've answered the question. Neil Lowey in this game, yeah?
It's all about the middle.
Oh, go, George.
You told me George couldn't be bought, Linda.
George, don't go.
Brisbane Stadium got a nice TV.
Yeah. By the way, talk about loyalty, Alex, that didn't take much, did it?
You've got to follow the money, George. No loyalty there, mate.
We'll get you a parking space, George.
Oh, you disappointed me, George. You disappointed me. At least I thought you put up a struggle. You know what I mean?
I can come.
You thought they were going about negotiation there, Jocks.
No negotiation.
Andy, 30 grand a week, I'm coming.
He was right on that train. He was at the platform there.
You're a shocker, George. You're a shocker.
A man with eight principles, eh?
Bridgeman, would you have in?
No, not stayed.
No, come on.
Oh, well, right. Tuesday night's gone. Tomorrow night we start building up to Thursday.
I let myself down.
You let yourself down badly. You sold yourself short. First off. At least with Linda, it's a couple of drinks first, isn't it, Linda? And then you...
Not at all.
You sold yourself short. Right, okay. Scottish Cup tie coming up on Friday night. It's a trophy we also want to win. It'll be interesting to see what the team is. Robert says he's going to come on. Get some interesting thanks. Can I thank his office and opinions tonight? It was great. Always great to hear from you, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Billy, great call, mate. Enjoyed it.
All the best, guys. Brilliant show.
Cheers. Andy, good points. Your passion always shines through, even though you're always right, but your passion shines.
I'll tell you what, before I go, right enough, I could understand George wanting to out there because he's looking for a new city, isn't he?
He's also looking for one of the tellies that Bridgeman got for nothing. Right.
Excuse me a minute. A few folks struggled for that.
He phoned me up. I'll tell you this. He phoned me up. He said, "Doc, this new telly you got me, they batteries and the remote control." I said, "Buy them, Bridge."
That's disgraceful saying that to anybody, particularly an old age pensioner.
Yeah.
You know, send them a thing.
Liz, hopefully Holanda's back fit soon, just for you.
Especially for me.
Right,
it's all about our team winning, isn't it?
It's over to you, Linda.
A great show tonight, Ox. I really, really enjoyed it. And one thing that always shines through is our love for Rangers Football Club, everybody, and that'll never waver. So go out and get us a good result on Friday, Rangers, and we'll be happy again.
Well said, Linda.
Well said.
You say something? Oh, sorry, pal. I couldn't hear.
It's 5 to 10 every night. You shut the show, mate. I just
I couldn't hear what you said. By the way, can I just thank Alex coming on and changing the game. The game was playing quite well until Alex came in there and they just changed it slightly, so the form dropped. Alex, by the way, can I just thank yourself, Foxy, for another great show, and Linda for partnering me here. Thank you very much. And can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans here on Rangers Radio, disappointment is what we've got. Disappointment. And we'll cheer up and let's get going and build up for Friday. I'm going to Ibrox to see my team. Great, famous Glasgow Rangers. Everybody, keep it going for the Rangers because they need us. Keep it going.
Here, sad night for Rangers Radio. Last night for George UK on the show. He's obviously moving to Sky. So, thanks to everybody who called in. Some great lines, great passion, great thoughts. Everybody sees the game slightly different. That's what the game of football is all about. Thanks to all the callers. Thanks to Bridgeman and Linda for the show. Special mention to John Ficana. Great to hear from him. Thanks to Fox and Old School Boy for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10. We'll be joined by the one and only Big Stevie for the drum. The Bridge will be with us. He's loyal, George. Not like you. Take it away, Old School Boy.
Over there!